All right, so it's my daily watching the world burn update. Friend of mine, he says, "Are you taking joy in doing these videos?" I said, "No, I take no joy in doing these videos." Anyway, from what I've seen, just fishing around the internet, watching various news broadcasts, yeah, I'm just fascinated by it all, and this is why I have a tough time being around people is. Because most people just don't want to hear about this stuff. I mean, they say, "Oh, I don't want to listen to it." In fact, I chased a woman out of the VFW today because I told her, I said, "Well, one of the reasons I'm divorced is my ex-wife, was a huge Biden supporter. She thinks he's Jesus and walks on water, And I said, "No, man." I said, "This guy, he's not a good president, and he's leading us down a dark path." And anyway, that's. So we had political conflict in the House, and you think, well, would politics really result in a divorce? No, not completely, but it was among other things. So let's just give you the rundown. Russia has fully mobilized. They just called up, well, according to what I'm seeing, and I don't know for sure. I mean, like I said, it's hard to get the sketchy information, but I think they called up another 1 million men. So they're going full-fledged into the war. Now, how are we stepping into it? Well, if you follow the news, I'm sure you know that Zelensky came in a sweatshirt and appeared before Congress, and this is how bad I think that our government is. They're all around him applauding, yay, the rhinos and the Democrats. We're going to send another $38 billion to Ukraine, yay. And you just like watching it, and you're going like, what in the hell is wrong? And then of course they had to sit down with Biden and Zelensky, and Biden's like, "We're going to send Patriot missiles to Ukraine," and Russia's already said they're going to destroy them. Now, I want you to understand the war, okay? If we were fully mobilized here in the United States for World War III, and we were doing a call-up of 1 million men, just like we did back in World War II, just like Russia's doing right now, then I'd say, well, maybe we could fight the Russians. But right now, I don't see any call-up, do you? In fact, all I see is us going bankrupt. Which, by the way, I mean, if you want to study the financials, now we're at, the new omnibus bill spends another 4,000-page bill. It's going to spend another $1.8 trillion that we don't have. We just hit $32 trillion in debt, and that doesn't even account for all of the unfinanced. I mean, all the indicators are showing that we are heading for some major calamity as far as, but that's the thing that I'm seeing. And that's why I say watching the world burn. I mean, our leadership they're in la-la land. They're in fantasy land. I mean, there's no way that you just keep, and why are we, I mean, look at the border. And that's another thing. They're talking, good Lord, we got the Texas National Guard sitting on the border. And they threw up some Constantine wire today. Well, let's finish up with the Ukraine war. So what you got is you got a full call up out of Russia. What was the other things that I wanted to hit on? You got Zelensky. We're going to send another 38 billion, and then of course Britain has promised. I don't know. I don't know how many millions, but and by the way, portions of London went dark today because they're going to fight this war, but they got no gas or commodities to heat their country because they're in a cold snap right now. So, that's the lunacy over there. In Britain, it's the same thing. Okay, the globalists are in charge of the world right now, and they're going to bankrupt every Western country on the planet to save their skins. And I just don't see how they're going to do it. I mean, not when you got Russia with a full mobilization to 30% of the budget going into the war. Now, I didn't study the battle lines. I couldn't tell you, how things are shifting. All I can tell you for sure is that the ground is still unfrozen. So we're looking. Well, the invasion should take place. Once the ground's frozen, that could be next week. That could be 2 weeks. Who knows? I can't make a prediction on that. But I'm just telling you, if you're going to go all in for war, you go all in. Russia's all in. And the other thing was Russia was arming the planes with those hypersonic missiles now. Boy, those things, I mean, they are just devastating. Nothing can shoot them down. They are the most advanced nuclear weapons on the planet. And I think it was like 28 minutes from Russia to here to hit any place in the United States. And the payloads on those things are just devastating. But let's keep poking the bear. But and with nothing that we're broke. We're broke as a country, and yet we're going to sit here and send and the border. So now let's get back to the border. Well, basically they're expecting the numbers to double, quadruple of people coming across once Title 42 goes away. And that's going to be devastating. I mean, they were showing the shelters. And by the way, God dang it, the Democrats are evil. They're pure evil because the temperatures right now in El Paso and around that area are dropping down below freezing. And they don't have room in the shelters for all of these people. I mean, what are you going to do? Pack bodies in on top, which I did in the military. We actually slept on top of each other to keep warm. But I mean, that's literally what they're going to have to do. The people are going to be dying from hypothermia. And this is what the Democrats want. I don't even get it, And when I say Democrats and rhinos, because if you could have watched Capitol Hill today, they were all, congratulating Zelensky. Yes, we will send you another $38 billion of money, but we won't secure our own border. No. There's nothing going on that needs help in the United States. There's no homeless people in California or anything like that. No. All right. So the other thing was the Kari Lake trial in Arizona. That's getting pretty interesting. I watched some of it. I mean, I only have so much time. The judge, I mean, I don't think the judge taking it seriously. I mean, all it is it does shed like Barnes says, it is shining a light on that, the few people that are going to watch any of that. But he was shooting down, these affidavits aren't valid, and these affidavits aren't valid. And even though you got 500 affidavits of people saying there are irregularities and cheating, whatever, that went on, he says, I can't accept this, I can't accept that. So basically, it's just kind of a show trial. I guess he just, he wanted to show the nation, because the evidence is, in my mind, is overwhelming. So he had to just kind of give it the old gung ho, and then they'll just slam it all down, and that'll be the end of that. But that's my prediction anyway, from what I can tell. So, what else was there? The finance. I financially, I would encourage you to do what I'm doing. I move a little bit of money around every day, and I'm trying to scatter it amongst all my bank accounts. There's no more moves that I can make. Silver's back up over 20, it's almost hitting $25 an ounce right now. And to me, that's on the pricey side. Now, I have paid, 28, 29, 30 back when it went up. But I'm just, I've positioned myself as best I could. Yeah. By the way, I made some good money on UEC when I recommended that to you. It was like $3.19. I think today it's up another 24 cents. And like I said, I only own a couple thousand shares, so you figure that's a pretty good profit. And I'll start selling it if it keeps going up. I'll start selling it on the way up to solidify my position, and that way, and then just get the buy and holder, as Johnny Bravo wants to say. So I'm not going to be buying any more of that position. I haven't looked into any other stocks today. I actually went to the gym and worked out, and then, like I said, I was at the VFW for a while. I got to get out socially and do something fun, and then come home and watch the world burn. If I see anything else important, I'll let you know. Oh, yeah, the other thing about the Ukraine war. So while Zelensky was here in the United States, Russia sent envoys to Xi in China. So while we're meeting with Zelensky here in the United States, Russia, their top general, I can't remember, former president of the parliament or something, he was meeting with Xi in China. So they're solidifying those alliances. And then I think there was another Russian envoy that went to Iran And so they're solidifying that alliance. And then, of course, you got North Korea. So I think the way the geopolitics for the war is lining up, we've got Britain, maybe portions of Europe and the United States all in with Ukraine. And you got Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea all working together for the war. From what I understand, of course, as we know, Iran is supposedly supplying Russia with drones. So they're manufacturing. But I don't see where. I guess Russia may not have the drones, but everything else they're manufacturing. Like I said, they've gone full in. Million men. When was the last time we call? I don't even know how many men we have in our military. I'd have to, I need to look that up. I'd say we might have 1 million men altogether in our military, and the Russians just called up another million. So that means they're at 1.5 million men under arms, or men and women, I guess, in Russia, because women do serve in their military. So we'll see. It's all out war, baby. All out war. Peace out, stay free, and it's good to live in the free state of Florida.